Good morning, everyone. Hopefully, everybody had a great weekend, and we're on. Travis, you're there.
Good morning, everyone.
Good morning, good morning. And let's go here. Remember, we are not a financial advisor. Investing is risky. Only invest with money you can afford to lose. And preferably, the smarter way is that you become a master in prop firms so that you don't blow your own personal money and then use eventually your payout money from the prop firm to build up a personal account if you wanted to, or reinvest in assets that provides you income, which is even better in stocks, real estate, or reinvest in yourself. Okay? So we are back. Buenos días. So we're going to go there, and I think we're going to go here. So we're looking at the market this morning. It's very tight. I have one micros that I am fishing. How deep we are going to retrace here? Do we retrace for the 250 area? See, there's a lot of stuff going on at the 250. I'm looking at the game plan with the probability power calculator. So this is a block of interest from the edge of the calculator to the institutional red zone. The institutional red zones to the block here, same, it's an area of interest. So all of this morning is going to be in play. And then we are stuck here a little bit between IB high and low from Friday. Okay? So I'm going to let the market play itself. Also, I have to be careful because the power trend box shows sideways trend on the short term, which is a no-go for size for me. So I have to be careful with that. But overall, it says to buy back pullbacks. Okay? So what the power indicator tells me here is, okay, Mark, if it slams here, 250, 150 area, buy. Okay? And this is what we're going to do. Now, on the short side, we are going to be very careful, very small. So I have one, to see how deep they are pulling back. Because as a matter of fact, they could come here and buy this 256 and shoot towards this 400, 500. You know, there's a little bit of risk on this morning. You know, the bonds are going down. Well, actually, the bonds are not doing crap. They went up and sideways. So. Yeah, so long those bonds stays above this 108.30 I showed you before on the weekly charts, everything is fine for the market. You know, it's like you buy the pullback. This morning we are looking also at the ping pong in the SPY. So we're in no man's land. You're in the middle of the range. Here's the area of interest, division of third on the probability indicator. High BI plus probability indicator division. So 585, 584 on the bottom is going to be important. The 590 on the top is going to be important. And as you can see, we're in no man's land. We are right in the middle of the range, which is dangerous. Okay? So the SPY options trader, be careful. Now, I'm looking at the daily charts here, and I'm trying, okay, what's going on here? Right? And it's not easy really because like you have a lot of gaps here at 20,004, right? And then we went up, we went up, we went up. And then we are kind of like reholding this gap fill plus the institutional zone this morning on the daily, which is 21,146. So I'm looking at the daily, and I'm like, okay, I'm holding 146. So long I can hold this 146, I'm going to look for longs and assume with my pen here that maybe the slam 146, play. We're back at 576, and we play the range, rate dash to rate dash institutional zone block on the NASDAQ. All right, so I really want to get long, but I have a small short here. Now, I'm also trying to build this 150K account on Top Step. I don't know if you can see. to pass. Let me know if you can see.
Yeah, we can see the top 7.
Yeah, so I have what do I have now? I have 154 on it. So we have what? A journey of $5,000 to go. So if I can get those two 150K accounts, that will give me 3 funded
order filled.
3 funded top step account. Okay. What else do we have? We have the take profit accounts that are pro accounts. So can I show you on Ninja? Maybe, maybe not. I connected some stuff this morning, slowly but surely. Probably not here. I think it's going to take my connection. That's the problem. So I have a couple of pro accounts. I got some 25K pro accounts, a 50K pro account. I passed this very fast, guys. You know, you need $1,500 to pass them. The problem is you have to build them slowly with micros. And it's all about risk management, guys. It's all about, look, let me take a, I want to explain something quickly to everybody, okay? Because if I have $1,500 in drawdown, right, in a 25K account, and now I'm buying 1 NQ with 15-point stop loss, that's a $300 stop loss. So as you can see, that is 20% of my account. 5 trades like this, 5 losers, and account gone. And that's the way you have to think about your drawdown. You have to think, forget 150K account, 300. All of this is bullshit. Excuse my French. All of this is BS. All they are giving you is the drawdown. When you go in Top Steps or Apex, let me show you here. So let's say we go here and we do Apex trading for as an example. You need to be careful because a lot of traders are like, they don't understand that, especially the new guys. They are not giving you 300K, guys, even when you pass. Okay? What are they giving you? So if you look at a 50K account, they are really giving you this, your drawdown. Okay? This $2,500. That's what they are giving you. You take the 150K account, same here. What are they giving you? $5,000 here. So they call it 150. You could have called it bananas. You could have called it chocolate, right? But what the true capital they are giving you is your drawdown. So you got to be careful doing the full NQ on those accounts. Example on the 50K account, since most of you do the 50K account. If the drawdown is 2,500 and I do an NQ with a stop loss of 15 points, which is $300, guess what? What am I risking here, Travis? 12% of my account? 15% of my account? Can someone make a division? 300 divided by 2,500? Should not be too difficult. About 12%, is that what it is? So 300 divided by 2,500.
Yep, 12%.
12%. Fuck, I'm good in mathematics. So 12% of your account is at risk. So you do what? 5 trades like this? 7 trades? 8 trades? With 1 NQ, you blow up. So you see already you cannot do the full NQ on the 25K accounts and the 50K accounts. You're dead. As a matter of fact, it's not stupid building your accounts with micros. I don't know why people are so against micros. I love trading the NQ for the rush, but you're not there for the rush. That's gambling. You're there to systematically build $300 to $500 a day, copy across 20 accounts over a period of a year, and it's over $1 million payout. Are we clear? That's it. The mathematics is undeniable. It's easy. So I don't know why you make it complicated. Yeah, I don't. People want the 2,000, the 3,000, the $10,000 a day. They want to do the NQs, and then they blow up accounts, and they blow up their budget, and then they get frustrated, and then they don't pass, and then they don't get payout. Dude, it's mathematics. $400 to $500 a day across 20 accounts, and it's $1 million plus payout per year. That's it. That's all you. This is your obsession. Your obsession should be $400 to $500 a day. Is everybody clear on the stream? Guys, I'm not going to stay long if there's no engagement, guys. I just do it for myself, day in, day out. I get my payout. You know, I have my $300,000 retirement accounts. I have millions on other stuff. I have my cryptos. I come and help you on Tuesday. It's for you. It's for you, guys, to show you how I use the power indicator. That's it. But I want you to be engaged because those are critical concept for you to do well, guys. Okay. I think we have a report at 9 and 10 today. Travis, if I'm not.
There's a minor thing at 10 I saw. Yeah, we had something at 9. Some stuff at 9, durable goods. There is a consumer confidence at 10. Not a huge number, but that's all there is for today.
So I don't know. I kind of like the buying 150, 250 here. They hold it.
Sorry, I do want to say that the biggest thing we're looking forward to in the near future is NVIDIA earnings tomorrow after the market closes.
Okay. That worked. So where is it? Let's look at the longer time frame. Let's look at the power indicator NASDAQ weekly. That's kind of like, let's go to higher altitude thinking. So we did slam here and we held perfectly on this division of the calculator. See, this candle last week held perfect. We still are in the inside candles. I don't have the pen because I'm afraid we crush, but I need a pen for you guys. But I'll take the risk to crash, although Travis is going to be crazy. Let me see if I can open a new file. So, by the way, scheduled this week, we will do Wealth Wednesday, stock options, cryptos tomorrow, tax efficiency, asset protections tomorrow, and retirement accounts tomorrow. Thursday, I will try to do Tool Thursdays, where you master the tools. And I'm back from the long weekend. I was in Nashville, and I love Nashville. Anybody from Tennessee in the stream today? What a beautiful place. If you are in Tennessee, well, good for you. It's a beautiful place. Let's see if we can.
Recording in progress.
I'll put the zoom, hopefully we don't crash. So I have the zoom now. So let's take the pen. So we're looking at this NASDAQ weekly chart, right? If I can keep that pen somewhere. So we held here the power indicator perfectly, but we are still on the inside of this fish pattern. Lower high, higher low. So we need to get out of there. And also, we need to be very, very careful of this head and shoulder coming into June, July. Remember what I told you? Because they might push it around here, this 21.7, 21.9, break it, make everybody chase it. And then there's the drama of the tariff coming, towards the end of June, July, room. We'll retest one more time between July and October, and then we go make an all-time high. So we need to be very, very, very careful in the next 3 weeks. If there's an euphoria of that break here in cryptos and in the NASDAQ, that it gets rejected. Does that make sense on the stream? Good morning, Patty. Does that make sense, everyone on the stream? Give me a quick yes, no, please. Because I feel like I'm talking to myself and I'm about to go, and then I'll be trading by myself or with Travis. This is very important, what I'm telling you guys, is that you have that little fish pattern. We held the power indicator key division at 20,007. Lower high, higher low, we break. We simulate a higher shoulder on the right side. This is the trap of liquidity at 21.9. And the trap that liquidity at 21.9, 21.7, tank it July, October, possibly retest the bottom of the power indicator on a lot of drama and scare and come back for all-time high. So be very careful, because even if we break that fish pattern, I would be very skeptical as we are going to approach within the next 3 weeks to 5 weeks, tariff consequences on the economy, unemployment that is going to go a little worse, so that it's going to maybe panic the market narrative from June, July to October for a great entry long for the next year or two until we have the end of the cycle. So look, it's hard to predict, but that's what the indicators are showing. The indicators showing you're on the last 1/3 of the move. We might crack on the right shoulder, pull back by all-time high, and that's the way I'm going to play. So if there is euphoria in the next 2 weeks, 3 weeks, and as the break of that lower high, higher low from our power indicator division, trapping people on the higher right shoulder, what I'm going to do is get out and start looking if there's short around 21.9, 22,000 coming end of June, mid-June to July earnings. And from June, mid-June, July to October, we might have a tank back down on the power indicator and back up to complete the cycle 25, the end of 25, 26, right? But that's the way I look at it right now. Okay, so be careful. I think we break up. I think we break up towards 21.7, 21.9, and that's where you be careful of that 22,000. Okay, so now that we've done the weekly work, we're going back to the day trading work with the daily. We are going to assume this 21,160 is going to hold this morning. We are going to look also at potentially this middle part at 21,258, which we are holding right now, for a push in the 500, 400, okay, for longs. The probability power indicator just realigned up and up, which shows you that at 21,250, the power indicator goes sideways. So there is a huge battle on the probability power at 21,250. The key number to this 21,250. Okay, that's it. Okay, so I prefer the long on pullback, and that's about it for now. What else? So I'm making money, a little bit of money just on this combine with two 150K. What is it? 386 so far for the morning, using some of the how do you say it? Micros. On Apex, I was focusing on the $300,000 account on Apex. I don't like them. The cost to reward on Apex for $300,000 are not good. I like the 150K. So I'm going to focus 150K. So write that down. Everybody asks me that all the time. 150K account on Apex, 150K accounts on Take Profit, 150K or 100K on Take Profit. So I repeat one last time. Take Profit 100K or 150K, Top Step 150K, Apex 150K, Tradify 150K. That's where I'm going to be. Now, that being said, I have some pro accounts there that are in the 25K because they are easy to pass. Like in 2 days, boom, they are down. Then you flip some micros and that's it. So let's see if we can get some payout out of those pro accounts, those Take Profit Pro accounts. Okay. I have 3 Take Profit Pro account now, 225K, 150K. I could reset a 150K, but I don't want that. Don't want to spend $1,000 to reset a trailing trading account. I am more challenged by repassing them, and also you keep your budget and your cost low. But those stuff are cost opportunity, Those stuff are opportunity cost. It's up to you, So when I got stopped this morning, I should have got long. It's always like that. You get stopped, you get long. So I'm going to look at 2-3 trades. That's what I do. 2-3 trades, and I'm done for the day. 3 losers, I'm done. 3 winners, I'm done. And I'm telling you, the numbers to focus on is $300 to $500 a day. If you can make $300 to $500 a day across 20 accounts, guys, you have $1 million payout. The problem is traders, they come and they are impressed by people that does NQs and rotate accounts. So the guys, they look like a magician. They blow up 10 accounts in front of you. They pass 5 accounts and you're like, wow, look at those thousands of dollars. But it is better you refine the game. I showed you the problem with trading NQs is you are risking too much for the drawdown amount, right, Travis? Can you explain that to them? I'm going to do a refill of water and I'll be right back and we'll do the open, guys. Okay? But Travis can explain to you guys why NQ doesn't fail. Each time you are going to blow up your account, it's an NQ issue. It's not an MNQ issue. Correct, Travis?
Yeah, and it's just a matter of size. With the micros, we're capable of doing much smaller size, as a matter of fact, 1/10 the size than was possible in the past. So, and with the movement of the NQ, the way that it moves, especially as of late, as of this year, really after the election of Donald Trump, the NQ moves like crazy. It always has, but it seems to be more crazy than it is now. So size is a key factor, and of course, we always talk about the one thing that we can control when it comes to trading is our size. It's our risk management and our size. So that being said, there are very rare instances. I mean, you need to have a very sizable account to justify doing a full size NQ trade. Most of us here don't have the account size to justify that. Even in the prop world, the amount of buffer that we have doesn't justify using a full size NQ. You can do plenty of damage either way, good or bad, with just the micros. So that's what Mark's talking about. We want to stick with the micros. There's absolutely no reason to use the full size NQs these days. You can do a lot of price activity with 3 to 5 micros very, very easily.
Yep. So let's see what happens. We're going to wait now, the consumer sentiment, but this is looking good, guys. If we could buy the 250, 220 area would be good this morning, would be good. So notice what I'm doing here. I'm starting with can you guys hear me? Travis?
Yep, we hear you, Mark.
So notice what I'm doing. I'm starting with, we did a weekly analysis on the 9Q. I have a daily chart and a 5-minute chart because those are the less manipulated charts, right? And then when the market opens, you can use a 15-minute and a 1 minute, a 15-minute, a 5-minute, or a 15-minute and a 15 seconds, or 15 minutes and a 100 ticks. Those are the good combos. Okay, write them down and start feeling what you like. You know, I like the 4 hours, I like the daily, I like the 15 minutes, and then on the right side for execution, I like the 5 minutes, the 15 second, or the 100 tick chart. Okay, just find what works for you. You know what has less noise, like what has like what works. You know, remember the rules. 3 losers, we are out. 3 winners, we are out for the day. And the goal is to be as close as possible between $300 and $500. Copy across the accounts, right? So I purposefully connected what this morning? 1, 2, 3 TPT, 1 Apex. So we have 4 accounts being copied from Replicanto this morning and the 2 top steps. So we might be able to play with only 2 accounts because they are copied. One is top step, one is Replicanto with all the accounts. Okay. And unfortunately, I have a problem. My trade-of-8 keeps on disconnecting, and I hate that because I cannot manage properly from the DOM my profits. So that's a problem, unless I trade only 1 account with you guys, which probably would be smart. You know, but we'll see. We'll see. Otherwise, I'll manage from Ninja. I'm not as comfortable on Ninja as I am on Trade-of-8, especially the DOM part. I feel the DOM on Trade-of-8 is a lot easier and intuitive to trail and get on the DOM. So as soon as you have profit, boom, you get on the DOM, you have a risk-free trade. But on Ninja, it's kind of shitty. You have to do control, middle click, control, middle mouse. It's stupid, right? But on Trade-of-8 is a lot easier. But you got to be, look, all you have to do is be good with chart, moving your brackets, and being good with your DOM. And you have to do thousands and thousands of trades, you know, and that's it. That's where it is. Yeah, we're going to wait for the open at this point. Let's see if we can grab a 220, 250 on entry long. Actually, the best long is right there, guys. Is this 157, but we already touched it at 11 p.m. last night. We already touched it at 11 p.m. last night. So I'm thinking the best you would get is something like this. Sideways, 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 sideways range, boom, sweep, 220, 250, back up, reconstruct, right? I don't know if we retouch one more time the probability power indicator targets here towards the 150. We'll see. We'll pay attention. See, the power trend box is back to sideways, which means low size, dangerous. So we're in low size, dangerous. When the probability power indicator tells me low size, dangerous, that's number 1. MNQ for me, that's number 1. Start with 1 MNQ. It's like feeling the wind, throwing your fish and see if it bites within your assumptions of your ranges. And then you add to your winners, and that's it. Or you get stopped, but you lose very small amounts of money. Okay? Now you know everything. We are 2 minutes from the open. Hopefully you had a nice weekend. I apologize for not being here last Thursday for the Tool Thursday. I went for a long weekend in Nashville. I had a blast. Play golf every day and went listening to country music every night. And what a lovely city. I love this place up there. So if you are from Tennessee, well, you have a nice place there. Yeah, I love Georgia, but there's something about Tennessee. It's even more dense. The green is so green. It's so pretty. So I was in a place called the Listening Room. Anybody knows this Listening Room place? With some friends. We were at a place called the Listening Room. So you listen to all the up and comer, musicians there. The Listening Room. I don't know if you can see, but anyway, it's pretty cool place. Up and comer, top 10 country music guys. They play at a place called the Listening Room in Nashville. See, we keep on slamming here, Travis. We play this stupid range right now, so I'm back to the 50s, like boom, in no time at the open. You are back here in no time. So do we buy one here? Yeah, that's the key. Do we buy one? Do we wait? You know.
Order filled.
Let's see what happened here. And we are going to put a stop loss at 15. We're going to put a stop loss at 15. And of course, I don't have my bracket on this one. And I don't have my yeah.
Order submitted.
So I have an order and I screwed up this all the way here. Let's bring it at 21, 22, 22.50. Okay, that's done. So remember, the assumption is we would like to pick up longs between 150 and 250. I don't know exactly where. I'm looking to see if they hold this 250 area. If not, I'll have to get out. We start seeing also some seller coming up on the volume indicator. What is that? That's a 5-minute bar. That's a 5-minute bar here. So we're going to put a 1 minute, 15 seconds. And we're going to put our 15-minute charts now. We've done the analysis. We're putting our toes in the water, see what happens there at the 250, 220, because they could go back all the way to the 160, 120, or no, 150. Like this area there would be the great buy area right there on the institutional zone.
Yeah, that's kind of what I'm looking for at this point, Mark. It looks a little heavy right out of the gate. I'm definitely looking at that 300, 320 as initial resistance this morning.
Indicator is overbought as well.
Yeah, that 200 area is also, could be some support, but yeah, ultimately down to 150. Yeah, the overbought on the volume indicator is very interesting. I didn't notice that till you just mentioned that, so maybe we will sell off a little more here.
Yeah, the volume indicator is overbought, but it does not change direction until it breaks 70 area. So we're going to put a line at around 70, and that's where there's more significance. But it's overbought. So,
yeah, yesterday's price action doesn't really count because it wasn't a real day that the market was open. However, because the futures were open a half a day yesterday, the technical open price was 260, which today it's 259.50. So it opened right there at the same place that it did 9:30 yesterday. That was kind of the low. The the initial balance low, which again, the market was only open till like 1 p.m. Eastern, so doesn't really count. But just to note that that IB low was around the 260 as well. So right now, yesterday's open and yesterday's IB low are acting as resistance, and we're failing that down towards the 230, 215 area.
Yeah, I might need to get out. Just take the $50 because this thing could flush to 20 now. This thing could flush to 20.
Yeah, there it goes. Just testing that 220.
Yeah, I got out, guys. I'm taking my $70 loss. I don't give a fuck. Well, let's see let's see the open range now. I want to see the open range, how it's behaving. See, I got out and we just tank another 15 points. Because remember, I want to buy. I don't want to short this thing. I wanted to buy. It looks like we might slam the, let me see. We might slam the Asia high here. It's 237 on the Asia high. So we're on our direction to the probability power indicator division at 160 here, 150. Do you see? I got out. If you are stubborn and you let your stop loss hit, I would have lost even more money. So it's part of trading. You start like really keeping your losses as tight as possible because it's playing poker. I lose 20, I lose 20, bang, I make 500. And that's how it works in this game. We're still looking to buy this area, people. Oh, yeah. This area. This is the area we're looking to see if the buyers are coming. So this could flush another 50 points to 20 points now. So we were up on the probability power indicator. It went sideways, then it went down. And here the volume here on the indicator is fighting down pressure. And this volume indicator started the day at overbought territory. I should have done because there was a big trade, my 1MNQ to today with a short action. As soon as we broke the 280, that should have been a short. Oh well, now we are going to wait 9:45, open range high and low, and then we'll see. There's consumer sentiment at 10. Let's see if they can pound it all the way to the target area, and boom. Volume indicator is stopping exactly on my 70 line. Yeah, right now. Let's see if we can slam towards the 60. Also, there's something wrong here. This rule of third is here, guys. Here we go. I'm going to do something on the rule of third. I'm going to change the bottom box. By the way, they hold the bottom of the box, the 194 so far. Let's see this one. So within the down cloud, they're holding the bottom of the box so far. And just below, we have our target. See, I was looking at a 180 sweep to start accumulating long from 180 to 150. It did not come yet. What's the open, Travis? That's here, the 260 area?
Yep, 260, 259.50 today, 260 yesterday.
Yeah, okay. I'm not a big fan of trading after a long weekend. I'm kind of like Mondays. You need to be careful. A lot of traders lose money on Mondays. To go slow, despacito. Don't have my trade over it. It's pissing me off. But I need to start being comfortable with this here. So this is MNQ. This is MNQ. My lead account is 4527. MNQ 4527. You know, if you are a new trader as well, and it's a good idea to not trade the first hour, guys, and then try to figure the high and the low, because 70% of the high and the low is comprised in the first hour for the daily range. It's not a stupid thing to do.
No, that is good advice. I was going to say we kind of spiked down there, kind of possibly setting up a 3-bar reversal on the 5-minute for a long off of this 215, 230 area. Maybe just up to the open and then maybe a double bottom towards the 150.
Let me pull on the clock. I want to see how the 250 is reacting now, Travis. Make sense?
Your Heikin-Ashi candle, the bars are different.
What do you mean it's different?
No, is that?
Yeah, the Heikin-Ashi bars.
I mean, it doesn't look like anything like a 3-bar reversal on your chart right now, but it's weird.
Because it's a Heikin-Ashi. Do you have Heikin-Ashi?
No, that's what I'm saying. The Heikin-Ashi makes it look a lot different.
Well, Heikin-Ashi is time, volume. I kind of like them too. Do you know what I mean? It's not like your typical bar. Like here, if I look at an SPY and I look at a normal candle, I like the bars. Believe it or not, I like bars like this too. I like the old-fashioned bars like this. They are pretty good. So remember when we started this morning, we said 584, 585 SPY could be an interesting area of support that we need to probe. If that fails, we are back here, guys, at 581, 579. Okay, on SPY, if you trade the options. Volume indicator is holding perfectly the 70 line, 70% line. I mean, ideally, it would be nice if they pound a new low sweep below last night's sweep. But your big decision, like I'm more bullish above the 258, 260 area, Travis. 280 maybe for more safety.
I mean, yeah, for a short move up, like I was said earlier, that 300, 320 is kind of what I'd be looking for as some upper resistance. But yeah, see this off of the 215.
So far, we keep on making those lower high in the channel, going from one side of the power indicator to the other side of the power indicator, guys. $256 is key now. 258, 260 is coming back towards the open as well. The 5-minute candle on the volume indicator are not precise enough for me. So guys, I need to switch this to a 15-second chart. Here we go. We start the zebra now. Down cloud to blue cloud starting. I call that the zebra. Is it the beginning of a zebra? Sideways, 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 down, or sideways, sideways, up? And we are fighting the power trend indicator at sideways, which means it's a no-go for size. No-go for size. Notice I only did the 1 MNQ, and thank God it was 1 MNQ, because instead of losing on 3, 5 MNQs, you lose on 1 MNQ, it's nothing. $70, you move on. Well, 9:46, 10 a.m., there's some report, I believe, guys, some consumer stuff. If I'm correct, I'm going to do a refill of coffee.
Yeah, consumer confidence.
Yeah, I'm going to do a refill of coffee. I'll be right back. And a trade at a time. It's not about clicking button. Let's figure what is a better trade between now and 10:30. Remember, the way I work is very simple. I have 3 bullets in my gun. I have 1 loser, 3 winners, I'm done. I have loser, loser, 3 winners, I'm done. I have loser, 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 3, I'm done. Winner, 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 I'm done. Ideally, the target is an average. Some days a loser, sometimes some days it's a winner, sometimes it's a great trade. An average of $300 to $500 a day. If you can do $300 to $500 a day, guys, that's all you need to focus on. On 20 accounts, on 20 prop firm account copier, you have $1 million payout at the end of the year, or every 6 months, or every whatever you want. Make the math, understand the math, instead of rushing everything. I'll be right back. Travis, it's all huge. I'm trying to figure where you guys are. So many screens here.
I don't know much at this point, just that that long was good. I would either be out or only have runners at this point. Not sure if it's going to blast above the open now and go towards those 300s. Well, we are starting to see a little more strength now, obviously, up towards this resistance. So see how far they can take it. Yeah, so this was the opening range high, the 15-minute. Looks like about 285. Yeah, 284.50 is the opening range high. So that 285 is definitely going to be key right here. Might see a break above that, and then that's going to be a level to use as support and resistance until the initial balance is set at 10:30. And Patty just made $220. 2 winners, 1 loser, 3 micros. Awesome, Patty. Good job. Just curious, did you take that long off the 200, 215 area? Or were there all shorts that you took? Awesome. Good work, Patty. And that's the thing. I mean, it's kind of a tight range. I mean, it's 100 points basically. I mean, it's less than that for the open, but we were looking just before the open, you know, the past 30 minutes. We've been in a 100-point range, which is a significant range. So there's definitely opportunity to make money, but it's been in a range, so you know, not easy to tell direction. No huge trend one way or the other. So it's nice when you can take some profits off of this movement in a range like this.
Yeah, there's a lot of ping pong. We are back towards the range. The power trend box just turned sideways to up. I want confirmation. We still have lower high on the 15-minute channel. I just locked my account for top step for the day. Those two 150 account, you know, I reached my goal, $300, $500 a day. So this one is done. I just locked myself. So this is one of the great features of Top X or Project X, because even Bull Knox uses Project X, is to be able to lock out. So if you don't like the range, you don't like the way you look at the market, don't see something earth-shattering, lock yourself. I just locked myself. I'm 154. We'll start again tomorrow, and tomorrow, slowly, surely, bam, boom, you pass two 150K account at top step, and then you can start build slowly, surely to pay out. You don't need to rush, people. $300 a day times 20 days is $6,000. You pass. The next month, you do the same process without rushing. You get to pay out. You do it the month after. Now you pass the 30 days at top step. You might be called to live account if you make over $20,000 in profit. You may. Top step is not like TPT. TPT is very processed. As soon as I reach $20,000 account, profit per account, boom, they send me to the Pro Plus account. Okay? Like there's no, like it's like every $10,000 day profit, they stop you, they send you an email, and they say, hey, we would like you on the Pro Plus. And as soon as you make $20,000 plus on the Pro account, they force you to go to the Pro Plus for live account. And it's kind of shitty because they freeze $5,000 from the Pro account to pay you or to start you the buffer on the Pro Plus. So most traders lose that $5,000 on the Pro Plus. Yeah, I don't like when Take Profit sends me to live account. I don't like it. I prefer getting payout as much as I can on the Pro side. Okay. Well, back at the 250, that's the area of fight. And my coffee is ready. I'll be right back. Go ahead. I'm sorry.
I was just saying we're at 270, not 250. We're above the open right now. So right now, fighting between the open price 260 and the opening range high 285. Does look a little more bullish for a little more room to the upside at this point, but we'll see what happens. Now the trend box is going back sideways. You can see that now on Mark's charts. The short-term trend was up. And we have more blue dots in there. Now we got some couple pink dots, and now the trend is back to sideways. So this area right here, this 265, 270 is definitely a key decision point as far as the trend is concerned, which just tells us it's going to be a range until it's not, right? And you see there just everything just switched to up on the trend box on the two NASDAQ charts. So that's what I was saying. It does look a little more bullish. Again, looking for a test of the 300s, 320 area possibly. We do have this initial balance high from yesterday. Again, doesn't really count because it wasn't a full session, wasn't a regular session. But that initial balance high from yesterday was 308. So breaking, testing that 310, 320 area is probably in store for this move. Let's see what happens at 320.
I wonder why my quote is not right. See that the NQ quote is at 265 and my quote on the micro is 286, and I know.
Yeah, we're at 280. We're at 285.
But why the discrepancy? That's a little screwed up. Let me see if I reset it. See, on the 15-minute chart, it does not want to update. It's like, what the heck? I might have to put it on a 5. Structure starts looking better, but you still are fighting this IB high from last week at 306.
Yeah, that's actually, I was just talking about that. That's from yesterday, actually. So
structure look better. We have blue cloud. We have power trend box aligned blue. It's looking better, but now you need to hold the 80-70 area for the long. Make sense, everybody? Yeah.
we do have less than 2 minutes now for this minor consumer confidence number. It's coming out at 10.
Yeah, you probably want to be out of there. I am decoupling. I am not copying my apex with take profit this morning. I'm going to undecouple those. See, like the longs are a lot better around that 308 there. Because then we come back towards the intranight high as well. But you are a little late. See that 150, 175 was we had 150 as a target this morning. They went 189. We kind of missed accumulating on that zone there. Yeah. Nasdaq has buyers coming back, and you have the volume indicator dropping down. I don't know. I have a lot of divergences here. I have two divergences here. I mean, it looks up, but I'm more comfortable above 308 if it's sustained here. See above the 308. You are, that's it. The report came, Travis, it looks like.
Yeah, looks like it came out. Now we're
At the 320 you mentioned.
just at that 320, which I was looking at earlier. So see what we do off of this if that holds as resistance. You were talking about the overnight highs, which are around the 350 area.
355.
Yep.
352. $352. So now it's like kind of chasing, but the longs are gaining traction here. It's 10 o'clock. You have two areas that I like to look now. It's 10:15. And we like to look at the open range, not the open range, the initial balance, hourly high and low. And we're going to say, they are going towards the top target of 375 on the power indicator. We are breaking the channel. A retest of the channel towards 295 might be an interesting re-entry long. Let's see. You just have to be patient. You miss it, you miss it, It's not about clicking buttons. It's very hard, most traders cannot sit 45 minutes doing nothing. I'll be right back. Coffee.
So we are making these new highs coming up towards the overnight highs on the NASDAQ, but the volume indicator is not making new highs. It's actually kind of dripping down a little bit, so keep an eye on that. It's right on Mark's line that he drew there.
It looks like we're going to slam 380, people. We're going to break that low first. But first of all, we need to break that lower high here, which is 43, Travis. Right? You need to break that. Then we go towards 380. I like to see kind of a retracement. If it goes 308, 295, that would be kind of your pullback area. That would make more sense if you don't want to chase it. 308, 295. Travis, agreed?
Yeah, I do like that area.
Yeah.
Go back to that. Yep.
This area right there. Maybe we can put a trade there. If it slams, I can start here at 308. Then I would do another one here if it does slam. And I would do one here. Those are the area that are interesting me, of interest, if they pull back by. But I need to drop this one around here, this 80 area. This would be 3 area of interest for me. Now, don't forget, the one that I really wanted is right there, which is like here. If I have this one, right? This is really the one I wanted. So this 175 that you drop here in this 150 area, right? I wonder even here, it's 164. I don't think we'll get it because this was kind of the plan, but I want to show you visually. Now the target are here now, 83, then 5 for 14, so 382 could be your target. Look the volume indicator now. It's holding that 70 line I was talking about, Travis, and it's pointing straight up. Net buyers.
Yep. Now it's starting to hook back up.
Market is strong there, guys. It held perfectly this 385 that we talked about. This 585 on the SPY. That was a good one to buy some calls too. That was a good one to buy calls here. I'm not chasing it. It will be what it will be. It will have 10, 15 coming, but 380 is probably coming, guys. So why did I lock myself on Top Step? Because this one I started last night with MNQ, and anytime you do close to $400 on MNQ, I reach my goal, guys. I'm done. Move it slowly on MNQ day after day after day after day. Yeah. That's what you do. Well, breaking the overnight high, about to go to the power indicator target 385, people. 385 target now. And of course, when it reached 385, this is where I have to see, do I keep my long where those buy orders are sitting? You know, because now I'm looking along after the long move has happened. And it's just about patience, guys. You come back the next day and the next day and you do it. You look at the charts. We did a really, really good analysis with the weekly, the daily. And just wait, you know, your 1-3 trades and that's it. You know, I don't get in and out anymore. I mean, there's some accounts where I do more scalping because of the trailing drawdown, like TPT. What's the other one? Apex. But the accounts that have end of the day drawdown, I don't like to do more than three trades a day, guys. 3 to 6 trades a day max. Yeah. The other one I have to trail on Take Profit and Apex and all those trailing accounts. And you have to go on the dome. And I try to keep this 1 hour risk equal. So if I start at 1 hour and then I add a contract and it goes my way, I want to move the trailing to 1 hour. Then I buy a third contract. It goes. I move to 1 hour. So I keep this distance between my two fingers equal at all times as I scale up the winners. Does that make sense in the stream? Give me a quick yes, no, guys. It's very precious stuff you learn over time, you know. Keep your risk equal as you scale. It's good stuff. Yeah. I mean, I don't know a lot of other ways to scale, really. Each time I scale and I increase my 1 hour, and then it becomes 2 hour, and then it becomes 3 hour because I DCA too much, then boom. So this Apex account is making a little bit of money. Guys, I think I was wrong. I like the $300,000 account on Apex, but they increased the price. And now the one that makes the best sense is the 150K account on Apex for me. I'm going to try to simplify where everything is 150K, guys. My TPT 150Ks, my Apex 150Ks, my Trader 5 150Ks. Yeah. I want to simplify because when I use the copier, everything is easier in my mind in terms of passing, payout, and risk. Make sense, everybody? Like right now, I have some 25K account that I passed, a 50K account I passed, I have 150K. That when you start having like all this stuff, it's a shit show because you don't really max properly the size of each account. Even on Replicanto, I can assign different size. It's kind of I just complicate myself a lot more, and I don't like that. Right? We are back at this 58. We are about to touch the 380 one more time, you know, and then a moment of truth at this 385 there. See if they start retracing. What happened with my cryptos? It's not great. I'm telling you, if I had to redo it again, I would have put everything on Bitcoin, and the other part of the money, the altcoin portfolio, just add to my personal futures account. It's 14,634, so I'm losing $1,500 on this so far. So we'll see where it goes. It's right there. Right there. Can you see, Travis? I know each time it's, yes?
Yeah, no, that's pretty blurry.
What about there? Is it easier like this? Like that? You can see my positions too. I have Pepe on the aggressive account, Sui, Nier, and Ondo. I don't know, like this maybe. Anyway, the account is at 14,634. So it's not doing much. It's kind of nothing burger. I kind of like this expression, Travis, nothing burger. I like burger, so it's a nothing burger.
That's an oldie but goodie.
Yeah. So I was long. I got stopped on one. That has been the only trade I did with $70 loss on the trade of 8, $380 profit on the take profit top step overnights here. No, 315. I'm sorry, guys. 315. These accounts are progressing into 154. It's not really progressing, to tell you the truth. I have been zigzagging like this from 156, 154 for about a week now, right, Travis? Something like that. If you look at last week's stream, it was around 155 maybe. So it's slowly but surely, eventually you'll pass it, you know. And then I lock myself because it's micros. When you do a micros and you have a good trade, you know, I'm locked for the day. And they lock you also with trade limits. You know, I put trade limits or whatever. We're going to go here towards that 384. I'm looking to see what they are doing at 384. 1015 has arrived. It looks strong here. It looks like the SPY is going towards 389, 390 area again. Volume indicator, net buyers, the power trend box, net buyers. I'm not even looking for a short here now. You know, it's not even like looking for a short now. I have an Apex account that I started at 150. You know, we'll see what happens. So the goal, I think the goal is going to be like this, guys. And I'm giving you a little bit the vision. 10 Apex, 150, 5 TPT, right? So it's 15. Hopefully 5 top step, that's 20, right? 5 trader 5. And what else? And my funded futures, I think it's 3, isn't it? Something like this. And maybe 1 trade day. So I want to be over 20. So that would be 20, 28, 29. And just shoot for that $300 to $500 a day. That's it. That's the game plan. I think this is the game plan that provides you over $300,000 payout, guys. And that's what we're going to do. This is mine. We will do it. Yeah, it's strong. Everything is blue now. It changed. See, we came this morning, we were long, looking for longs, got stopped, didn't re-enter the 175 because it missed the target by 20 points. And that's kind of the
Connection
thing.
lost.
What it says? Sometimes, oh, it's something with Ninja connection lost. It says. Sometimes you see, you have to start accumulating your micro here, your micro here, your micro here. Now you have shift of structure. You add, you add, you add, you add, you add, you add. Boom, you here. You have your $1,000 to your $300. And it's really how it works, really, you know. I mean, I prefer adding with a shift of structure because you don't fight the trend, right? But, you know, we missed it by 20 points to the target this morning. Look at this. 190? No, what was it? 190, 160, 30 points. 30 points to the target block. Why I don't like the 300,000 K account on Apex? Well, let me show you something. They just increased their prices. Can you guys see the stuff, Travis?
Yeah, we see the internet.
Let me try to explain what I'm thinking. You know, I don't have the holy grail of everything, but I can try to explain kind of a good logic here. So we don't need to log in. We just need to, where is it? No, I don't want to log in. I just want to show you the plan. Okay, so can you tell me when we are past 84? Because I have been long on one Apex account. Okay, please, Trev.
Sure.
84, let me know. So, yeah, so they've changed their price. I think they've done a trick in the last 2 weeks. Even since I left for Nashville, I think they increased their price here. Look at this. They increased their price. Even at 90% off, that's 65.70. Now look at my 150 now. Oh, my connection is out. It's panic. Look, it says panic. Unable to reestablish the connection. Panic. So let me show you now. Yeah, if you look at the 150 account, see it's 297. So it's 297 here, which is 29.7. It's better to take this one. Plus also what I like here is look at the capital they gave you, 5,000 for 9,000 of passing. It's less than 2 to 1. But look what now here, look at here. I need to have a 3 to 1. They give me $7,000 of capital to do 20, 3 to 1. So the goal to the capital is 3 to 1 on the 300K versus 2 to 1, or 1.8 to 1. It's a lot better on the 150K. Does everybody understand now? Give me a quick yes, no. This is gold because a lot of people, they go say, oh, this YouTuber is doing 300K, but it's bullshit. It's 150 is better. As a matter of fact, the guy who took a $2 million payout at Apex got the 150K account trading the MNQ. We are not breaking 84. I have been long on Apex account.
Or not, I might take a short if we break below this 360 now.
Yeah. You have a little bit of a bend on the volume indicator, but it's still strong. I gave you some gem, guys. Go back in the recording. There's good stuff there. At least we didn't trade, but at least we have good jam. And it's 1 hour into the trading, and we did one trade so far. And that's it. That's the way I am. I mean, I have been making money on Top Step. I have a little bit of a trade going on Apex, very tiny now. I know when it's not a good day, when my win ratio is not the way I want it at over 50%. This is where I slow down. But in all fairness, the win ratio is not as important as the average win to the average loss, because your average win to your average loss is your cash flow. Is everybody clear? I could have a 10% win ratio, but the one time that I make money is making more money than the 9 times I lose money, right? Because I take more risk to ratio using the power indicator. Let's say I go here this morning, I get my 150, I risk 10. I risk 10 points to make 200 points, right? That's a 20-to-1 risk ratio. That's why the win ratio is not the most, it's not the most accurate matrix.
There you go. We're testing that 384 now.
Yeah, I need to start taking some money. I'm still long here on take profit. On Apex, I mean.
Order filled. Order filled. Order filled. Order filled. Order filled. Order filled. Order filled.
It's a tiny trade, guys. So I can show it to you, but can you see, guys? So
See
it's
trade debate.
what?
We see your trade debate, yes.
It's one Apex account. I have a 55% win ratio. And it's a tiny micro from 49. And that's it. Nothing burger. I started this 150 account last night, and that's it. Yeah. Nothing burger. So my goal is to add 9 other Apex account to that. But to tell you the truth, I want to get a payout on Apex on 2 or 3 accounts, see what happens, and see if I get paid with all their rules, the 7-day rule, the 8-day rule, the 30%, the 30%, the consistency of size, like all that shit. I want to see if I'm getting paid. Because Take Profit, I know I get paid. Top Step, I know I get paid. Traderfied, I know I get paid. My Funded Future, I know I get paid. Trade Day, I know I get paid. I want to, there's something psychological about the belief of knowing you are going to get paid on Apex. Yeah. We did kind of reach the target of 83. It could be 83.90 now. Let's see what happened. I extended it another 5 points. Yeah. Let's see. So this Apex account will compensate for the loss earlier on, plus the $300 on Top Step. Sometimes it's like this, guys. It's just a nothing day. You make your $300 and you move on at the gym. You go play golf. You take care of your companies, and that's what I do. Yeah. And then you go back the next day or after 6 p.m. and see what's up. Yeah. Do I trade MNQ on my personal accounts? Yep. That's what I do. I do only micros on my personal account. I don't do. I would only consider trading a full full NQ on my personal if I have about $15,000 a contract, $12,000 a contract to $15,000 a contract. So for me to trade 5 full NQ on my personal, I would have to have about $75,000 on the personal account. That sounds about right to you, Travis? I'll be right back. About $15,000 a contract for the full contract to be able to sustain the drawdown, like at about $1,000 daily loss limit. That's where I'm looking. If you guys have personal accounts, I'll be right back. It keeps on rejecting that 85, right, Travis?
It does, and that is now our initial balance high for today.
So what are you saying? Take my last profit here on Apex?
I'm not saying anything. I'm just saying that's the initial balance high. I am looking for a short. It could break above that and maybe recross the initial balance high.
Well, we have two solutions here. It breaks initial balance high, retest balance high, breaks, or go from under, retest lower high, structure, and go here again. Those are the two structure. That's it. There's not 20 structure. Yeah. I have only one. What I'm going to do now is probably move the stop loss on that one. Agreed? Like at 58, that 58 we know is important. Agreed? 58.75, I moved my stop loss here, guys. You can see it right there. 58.75. So no matter what, I make about 19 bucks on the last one. That's it. Yeah, no matter what, I have 15 bucks. Let's see if it slams back down for re-entry 294.308. After that, Travis, if you do look for the short, be careful. You're going against the trend from all the tools, okay? If you do look for it, if you take it, right? Just be careful.
Yep. Yeah, we got this little structure 365 as a support. So if it breaks that, that's where I would look for a short.
You have also, just to let you know, guys, you have lower high on SPX right now. So you might be okay if they go back below this 900 SPX. You might be okay. They'll revisit even the open. So this short might work. I think I'm going to get out of the long. I think I'm getting out of the long, guys. See that last long here, 27 points on the micro. I'm out of it.
Order filled.
Done. So now this one pushed me back at 57% consistency, 90 bucks, 99 bucks, which pays for the loss before plus the $300 profit on top step. So that I'm out. I'm flat on this one. And let's see if it pulls back. I am not very hot taking the short here. I kind of prefer buying the pullback 294.308, but there might be something coming with that lower high on SPX. But look, SPY did exactly what I told you. Look, it went to the block buy at 584, and it might go 589, 590. So I'm going to extend the block just here, 588.8, 594. Russell touched the top of the first box on the power indicator It did not go to the 391, but it resists on the IB high as well. I'm going to push it like this so we see our Nasdaq trades better. The longs look good, guys. They're extremely strong here. You know, this is where I kind of like to look at a 15-minute chart and look for some structure if you wanted to re-enter this thing. Yeah. So 586 SPY might be a re-entry. I'll put a line on 586 SPY, re-entry long right there. So maybe we are going to do bam, bam, same on Nasdaq, bam, and bam. So be careful of that pattern now. Probably going to do that now. There's 385 on Nasdaq around the power indicator edges is sticky. And you see that's the beauty of the power indicator, because before the IBI printed, we knew with the indicator, the division of third of our boxes here from the patented tools were the resistance, and sure enough, it was the resistance. The only thing that screwed up this morning is our target buy here at 150, 175. We missed it by 20 points this morning. So looking back, even though I don't like to DCA, I should have like start the micro buy here, then say, oh, it's not reaching. Now the structure gets better. Buy into the winners on micros and get out. And it would have been a great winner instead of 100 bucks, 300 bucks. But I'll take the 300 bucks. Yeah. And I am locked down anyway because I reached my trade limits, guys. My trade limit is set up to 3 trades per day. 3 trades per day on top step here, on the 2 top step. Combine 150. Hopefully by the end of this week, we'll pass them. But I don't care. The top step to me, it's like I pass when I pass. I am not rushing to my XFAs at all. Not rushing at all into the XFAs. Same with my TPT funded accounts. I have only one goal. $300 to $500 a day minimum. That's it. Slowly. If I miss it, I miss it. I go back the next day, make a $600. Now, my average over 2 days, $300 to $400. If you can do that on 20 accounts a day, you are going to $300,000 to $1 million plus in payout for the year, guys. That's it. People like watching YouTubers that take a lot of risk, guys. People are watching YouTubers that take a lot of risk and they don't trade. It's gambling. Agreed, Travis? Travis can tell you all the time. As soon as you see a YouTuber over trading NQs, it's not trading.
I'm taking this short. I'm short 367.
Okay. Yeah, we might have the pullback here, 220. 320, 300. You might get it, but I don't like to go counter trend the tools. I prefer just waiting and re-entering in the direction that I want, which is long. It's a lot more relaxed to play like that and trade like that, and you make a lot less mistake too. You know, I don't like anticipating tops and bottoms. I mean, I've done that in my life again and again, and I have enough hospital bills to show that it does not work for me. Does that make sense, everybody on the stream? Give me a quick yes, no. Each time I try to catch a top and bottom against the power trend box and the power indicator tools, I get slapped, you know. It just doesn't work for me. You know, it just doesn't work. It's very dangerous to anticipate that this is the top, this is the bottom. Price action in trading is like surfing the waves. Either you surf in the direction of price or you get crushed, people. Does that make sense? Yes, no, everybody. The tape is very much like physics and energy. If the energy is going up, wait for a pullback and go in the up. If the energy is down, wait for a retracement, sweep up, resistance, and short. It's kind of like looking for tops and bottom is very hard. Nasdaq is pretty good though at sweeping up and down to find you good areas. But to me, we have not swept hard enough on the top side to short it. We have, see, let me show you what I like on Nasdaq. And I might go for the day, guys, because I have gym time coming. I like to see candles that have tails like this, that sweep hard on the downside or sweep hard on the upside, and then short it lower high, or buy them higher lows. Does that make sense on the feed? Give me quick yes, no. I gave you a lot of precious shit this morning. You guys don't realize it. You're like, you want a fish, people come in those streams, they want to be fed a fish for the day. They don't want to learn to fish for a lifetime. And that's the truth, sadly. People want to fish, fish, fish. They want a fish. Give me a fish. Give me a trade. Give me a fish. I don't want to hear your bullshit how you look at the trading, but what I'm giving you is gold. Give me a fishy. See, it's give me a fishy, not the skill to fish. It's sad, but that's the society that we are on. Woman take Ozempic to lose weight like this with a pill. Everybody wants a shortcut to the work, to the suffering of the process of being a good trader. You know, you can shortcut all you want. There's no shortcut in trading. You need to put the screen time and having an edge with community and tools, but you need to put the screen time. That I cannot do for you, putting the screen time. Day after day, if I'm not in vacation, guys, I put the screen time. I put the gym time. I put the food time. I put the sleeping time. You know, I put the cold shower time. You need to take the time to not shortcut the process. If we break 58, 55, Travis, your trade looks better, but I would be careful at the 55 area, Travis. Okay?
Yeah, this is a really cheap trade. It's holding the IB high as resistance right now. So I'm going to break above the IB high and I'm out, which is, it's 20 points, not even. So
yeah,
very cheap trade.
This is the type of trade. If I was to take that trade, I don't take, but if I was to take it, I move consistently the stop loss. I trail it by a point, and then if it tanks 30 points and it goes 10, 20 points in your favor, boom, you're in the dome. Make sense? That's it. There's nothing. I'm like, what the heck is this? It's a golf ball that just dropped. There is nothing worse than having 20 points on NASDAQ and you give it back completely to a loser. You have to go in the dome and trail it, guys. It's better to do 100 trades like this until the trade goes your way and do risk-free trades to break even as soon as you can, that makes sense in the power indicators, and give yourself a chance to make a little money every day. But a lot of people, and I do that with the MNQ more than I do with the NQ, but I need to trade a little bit my MNQ like the NQ. I just leave a little more room on the MNQ, but it's not necessarily smart, not necessarily smart. I have golf balls everywhere in the house where they need to be in my bag. The golf balls needs to be in my bag, not in the house. It drives my wife crazy. Golf balls in the kitchen, golf balls in the bathroom, golf balls in the toilet, golf balls in the living room, golf balls in my office. It makes the woman crazy. It's 10:45. We still don't know if IB is breaking up and retesting, or IB is retracing all the way back to the 300. Volume indicator looks strong, Travis. VI looks strong. I don't know why I don't have the VI here for some reason on the middle chart. Let me correct that. Volume indicator should really be here. Let me add the volume indicator on the middle chart quickly. And here we go. I want to see it on all the charts, to tell you the truth. Not just on the Russell. I want to see it on NASDAQ as well. Yeah, I might be done for the day. We had it's not a great day, but it's okay. It's just a coming back after a long weekend Monday type of thing. One trade on the stream, top step overnight, $300, $99 on Apex. Remember the target, $300 to $500 minimum every day, average 20 accounts, and you are good for your $300,000 to your $1 million payout. If you're a decent trader, if you're a shitty trader, well. See, I hate this type of trade where he is right now on that short, because it's zigzag, zigzag, and the price action is very strong here, Travis.
Yeah, it is. I agree. It's probably going to make a break above the initial balance high.
Boom. So you have to be careful of that. Same here as I told you on SPY, it could be boom, boom. So you got to be careful. Your likes, comments are appreciated. Don't forget, guys, if you use my favorite payout firms to get daily payout, where you have the most consistent payout, it's Take Profit Trader. Use our partner code PPI. So far, I have not partnered with any other firms than the firms that has given me the most payout. Like one account 2 weeks ago was $10,000. In March, it was $20,000. It's the firm. If you refresh your cookie, delete your cookie, use our code PPI where you get 30% off, no activation fee for life. It's really the best firm, and you support the community. It's appreciated. With all the stuff, the tidbits I share, hopefully today has been helpful as well. We'll give some raffle of the tools tomorrow and Thursday. I don't want to do any raffle on Tuesdays because I just want to focus trading and looking at the market. I don't want to be distracted by the stupid raffles. So we'll do the raffle tomorrow for you guys and Thursday. Just remind me on the feed, give you access to some of the tools.
So we do have a possible failed upside auction here. It did cross above the initial balance high and then regain below that. We have another 10 minutes to confirm this, but as long as it stays below that 385, then the short is valid. It does look strong though.
Do I like Replicanto? No, I don't know yet. I mean, I don't think you should copy all your accounts, guys, for a long time until you are really good. And even that, you should break. I think I'm going to go by batch of 3 or 4 accounts at the time. I'm not going to really do Replicanto for all the accounts. I think it's dangerous. Does that make sense on the feed? And like I told my guys all the time on the private group, pass account, get paid, then think about copier. Like you have really, it's not smart to think about copying any account until you have made consistent payout on one account at least. Agreed, Travis? I mean, that's my take on that.
Yeah, I mean, if you haven't taken a payout or especially if you're not passing accounts, you definitely don't want to be copying. So you're passing consistently, hopefully taking a payout or 2 before then.
Yeah, it's compounding expense after expense that you having more account is not going to make you a better trader. I think that's the lesson here. I think you need to be obsessed with micros to be a good trader with decent entry, decent exits with one 50K account first. You pass, you get a couple of payouts, then you can think about scaling to the 150K account. You pass, you get payout from that. Maybe you look at maybe scaling more accounts into Top Step and take profit. You do that, then maybe it's time to scale into with Apex, Tradify, and the others. There's stages of growth in that thing. It's like going at the gym. Travis is not going at the gym right now doing squats at 300 pounds. I can tell you that. I'm joking with you. You may. Do you squat 300 pounds?
I don't squat. I do wind sprints.
You run? You're a runner?
Wind sprints. Not long distance running. That's bad for your health.
So you do a burst?
Yeah, wind sprints.
What is that?
It's short bursts of sprinting as hard as you can.
For how long? Like 10-second burst?
Yeah, well, it's like a 10-15 second. It's a distance thing. I do it uphill. So when I reach the top of the hill, and I do that 4 times, run up the hill, then walk down it, run it up, walk down it, run it up.
That's brutal. I have a hill by me, and it's brutal to do that.
Yeah, it's a sandy hill that I use too. So yeah, it's definitely tough. It's a great workout.
Yeah, it's good for your legs. Not sure it's good for your back though. I do a lot of calisthenics lately. I got a lot of bar, pull up, dips, like stuff you use your body. I love the sled at the gym. The thing you push like the football player, and then you attach one back. You go back. It's really good for your body. It's a very good compounding exercise. Sled, bars, pull up, and dips. I do calisthenics with the bar. I do stuff. I'm telling you, one day I will have to have someone filming me and showing you my routine at 53 years old. You'll be like, he's still having a little bit of flexibility. This guy right there. Only golf screw me up. Each time I play golf, my back hurts. I must have a stupid swing. Like I went play golf this weekend, and my back was shot. See, Travis, when I have a trade like this that doesn't move away from 5-6 points like this is not the good trade. It's not moving. Make sense? Yeah, it's not moving. Guys, I love you. We are going to finish on our generic. This is the top step account today. Daily loss, not daily loss, daily trade limit locked and reached 315. This one was the apex 99, and I lost 70 on the other one. So we're about.
Oh, he just froze. I wonder if we actually lost him. Yeah, I think we did. He must have just crashed mid-sentence. Yep, you too, Patty. Have a great day. I have a feeling if Mark did crash, we're just going to be done here. He was about to wrap it up anyway, so we'll give it. Oh, yeah, he just said. Yeah, he said he's gonna come back and close it out. So if you want to stick around for a minute. Sounds like there's something important he wanted to say. So hang tight. He'll be right back. As far as my trade is concerned, we are retesting this 365 that I'm looking at. If we break this again, and I really like this, and I might add to this. It has been a really tight range up top here. I mean, the past 40 minutes, we've just been in this 365 to 385 range, this little 20-minute range. I don't know that we broke above the initial balance high far enough for that to be significant excess, but it's enough that it could be a failed upside auction, like I said before. So see how this plays out. Breaking below 360 would be probably an ad for me on that. Hang out just a few more seconds if you can. Like I said, Mark, sounded like Mark wanted to say something important, so. Hang out and he'll be right back. Okay, we're starting to break that 360. I like that. Let's see if this is just another fake out or if it actually does start breaking down. So the reason I took this, if anyone didn't catch it, the main reasons. Okay, I'm going to go ahead and add here. I just added another contract on that, so I'm short 2 micros. But we were failing the initial balance high, so we made that initial balance and we were holding that as a resistance. Like I said, we did poke above it, we looked above it, and then failed it again. And this is all right at the top division of our probability calculator, and that was the biggest thing I was looking for, and that's why Mark was calling out that 385 level long before we even got to this point. Because we were looking at that as a level on the division of our probability calculator. So with that, the initial balance high right there with the division of our probability calculator, the top edge of the division and to the upper third, gives me an indication that could be a top. We saw some momentum being lost. Now trend box is still up. The volume indicator, blue cloud, and the power cloud volume indicator is still up and up against this oversold condition. So still some conflicting things, but again, we just broke down that 365 that I was looking at. So I'm actually going to tighten up my stop now. And I'll have a risk-free trade here. So I'm at break even on one. I'm actually going to move. I mentioned I have 2 contracts. I'm going to move one down just below, or just above that 365. You're back.
Yeah, back. It's the Zoom. Zoom hates our trading view and StreamYard. You still in, Travis?
Yeah, I'm still in. I was just telling everyone that I just moved my stop to break even now. So
yeah, be careful because counter trend trade. Anyway, guys, we'll see you tomorrow. I think it's at this point the best. We'll have Wealth Wednesday tomorrow at 8:45, and Thursday we'll have a Tool Thursday. Love you all, everybody. We'll finish by the little music that I did the other time. I want to refine the lyrics. There's a lot that I want to say, but look, for now it was a fun project. You guys have a great day, and let's go.
Never ever give up. I almost let go 1,000 times. Traded my sleep for a shot at consistency. Blood and tears fell through long, lonely weeks. My dream kept me going when I felt too weak. Whoa, never give up through blood, tears, and success. I am the unknown best YouTube trader, here to share, help me trade past to pay out. Together and invest in assets that produce income together. Thinking way differently, we are experienced traders, helping traders through the mountains. The journey of being a profitable trader. Never ever give up. I almost let go 1,000 times. Traded my sleep for a shot at consistency. Blood and tears fell through long, lonely weeks. My dream kept me going when I felt too weak. Whoa, never give up through blood, tears, and success. I am the unknown best YouTube trader, here to share, help me trade past to pay out. Together and invest in assets that produce income together. Thinking way differently, we are experienced traders, helping traders through the mountains. The journey of being a profitable trader. Never ever give up. I almost let go 1,000 times.